Hello everybody, good afternoon. I'm so sorry for sending you the video at this time, but it was very difficult for me to send you the video earlier. Chicos, recuerden que no es necesario que me envíen o que estén trabajando exactamente a la misma hora que yo les envío el video. Yo entiendo que todos tienen muchas cosas que hacer, que inglés no es la única materia. Y créanme que así como ustedes se sienten a lo mejor de atareados de trabajo, también en parte yo me siento, porque yo también tengo hijos y mis hijos se paran desde las 8 de la mañana, se levantan de la mesa a las 3 de la tarde y están trabajando todo el día. Yo estoy trabajando con ellos en plataformas, estoy haciendo clases, estoy grabando videos, estoy haciendo cosas aquí en mi casa, la casa de ustedes. O sea, yo sé que todos nos encontramos en la misma situación y por lo mismo, o sea, no quiero que se sientan mal ni que se sientan estresados. Las actividades sí se tienen que terminar, pero no les estoy dando yo un tiempo definido para que me manden cada una de estas. O sea, lo que yo quisiera es que no dejen pasar más de una semana sin contestar las lecciones que se vieron en esos días, porque si no, entonces sí les va a costar mucho trabajo. Me he metido al canal de YouTube donde he estado subiendo todos mis videos y me he estado dando cuenta, chicos, que no están viendo los videos. Son muy pocas las personas las que han visto los videos. Tengo un grupo de 35, 37 alumnos, casi 40, y el video que más tiene es 19 reproducciones, chicos. Entonces, no se les va a juntar el trabajo. Imagínense si a lo mejor ven mucho para un día, imagínense lo que es juntar lo de 5, lo de 10 días. Ya es demasiado. Entonces, yo no les pongo que me lo envíen hoy en la noche, mañana en la mañana. No, chicos, pero vayan trabajando por favor al día o cada tercer día, a lo mejor como teníamos clase los martes, los jueves y los viernes. Si alguien no puede porque tiene otras actividades, están haciendo otros trabajos, otros deberes, que lo entiendo perfecto, dedíquenle a lo mejor todo un sábado o todo un domingo. Ustedes administren su tiempo de la mejor forma que ustedes creen conveniente, pero traten de que no pase más de una semana sin realizar sus ejercicios y sus notas, que contesten sus libros del área de inglés. Por favor, chicos, ¿sale? Cualquier duda, cualquier problema que tengan, sigo a sus órdenes, háganmelo saber, por favor, para ver si yo me voy igual, si cambio mi dinámica o lo hacemos de forma diferente, ¿ok? So let's start for today. Today we're going to study the past simple again. Remember that in all of this lesson, in all of this unit, we are going to check the past simple. But today we are going to check the negative and interrogative form, okay? If you listen different sounds now, it's because here in my house it's raining, okay? So that's disturbing a little. So we have the past simple in negative and interrogative form. I made you a little note here in my computer. So if you want to copy these notes in your notebook or in a post-it, it will be very useful for you to understand the use of the past simple in negative and interrogative form. When are we going to use the past simple? We're going to use it to talk about actions or events at a definite point in the past. Remember that I talked about this in the last lesson when we started checking the past simple, right? Form. How are we going to form the past simple in negative and interrogative? To make negative statements or questions, we are going to use an auxiliary. What's the auxiliary that we are going to use for the past tense? Remember, you have already checked that. This for questions and didn't or did not for negative statements. Do you remember now? Very good. So I have here in color red because this is very important for you. Remember that when we use an auxiliary, any auxiliary, it could be do, does, did, can, could, will, cualquier auxiliar, chicos. El verbo se tiene que regresar a su forma base, a su forma infinitiva. So, as I write here, when we use an auxiliary, we have to use the verb in the infinitive form. And I wrote to you some examples that I want you to read. Examples. Affirmative. I watched the TV yesterday. The verb is in past simple tense, right? This is a regular verb. Negative form, I didn't watch the TV yesterday. So if I use the auxiliary here, I have to use the verb in the infinitive form, in the simple form, because we are using the auxiliary didn't. Interrogative, did you watch the TV yesterday? And the verb is in the infinitive because we use the auxiliary didn't. That's the same, well, in this case it's not didn't, it's just did, okay? I have a mistake here, sorry. For short answers, for example, if I ask you a question that starts with did, a short answer, you must answer with yes I did, no I didn't. Remember that. Con lo que les preguntan, responden. Si preguntan con do, responden con do. Si responden con do, preguntan con dos, responden con dos. In this case, if my question starts with did, you have to make a short answer with did or didn't. Yes, I did or no, I didn't. Okay? Now, in another way, we are going to check the question words. Can you remember some examples, or can you give me some examples of question words? For example, I can remember what, when, where, who, how, and I wrote you some examples here. Okay? We use these words to make questions, right? And I have a little word here that is going to help you to make questions. Quasi. What does it mean? ¿Qué significa el quasi? Es como una fórmula, por así decirlo, para poder hacer una pregunta en el orden correcto, chicos. What does it mean? Ku. Ku means the question word. A, auxiliary. S, the subject. And I, the infinitive. Posteriormente tenemos un complemento. Okay, but this is the most important thing. And we have some examples. Where did you go? Where? Question word. Did, auxiliary. You, subject. Go, infinitive form. What did you eat? What? Question word. Did, auxiliary. You, subject. And eat, infinitive. And that's the same with the last one. Okay? So if you have any problems or if you don't understand the past simple tense, please let me know and I can explain you in another way. But you have to let me know that, okay? So please, for today, I want you to open your student's book on lesson 1D. And to start this lesson, I'm going to make you some questions. Okay? And it says, what did you do last weekend? What did you do last weekend? For example, can you tell me what did you do last weekend? I stayed at home. It's supposed to be. I ate hamburgers with my family. I want you to write these three questions in your notebook, and you have to write the three answers. What did you do last weekend? I stayed at home. That's my answer. Who did you see? I saw my family. Okay? How did you get there? Well, if I supposed to, maybe if I visited my grandparents, I got there by car. Okay? Imagine the answer. I want you to answer these three questions, and your answers must be in the past tense. Okay? So you have, what did you do last weekend? Who did you see? And how did you get there? ¿Cómo llegaste ahí? ¿Ok? Contéstenlas al inicio de su página, por favor. You have to make the question and then you have to write your answer. Remember, if you don't have enough time, just click on the pause button and take your time, okay? So let's start with the listening. I hope you not to have any problems because of the audio, because it is raining here in my house and I can hear the noise too loud. So it says, read and listen to the video chat. Why did Anna not enjoy her evening at the cinema? So as the time as you read, as the time as you listen, you have to read, okay? So pay attention.
Lesson 1D, Exercise 2.
Hi, Emma. Did you go out last night?
Yes, I went to the cinema.
Oh, really? Who did you go with?
My sister.
What did you see?
The new Jennifer Lawrence film.
Did you enjoy it?
No, it wasn't great. And I couldn't see the screen very well. The man in front of me was really tall, and he didn't stop talking to his girlfriend.
Oh, I hate that.
And that's not all. I lost my mobile. I think I dropped it in the cinema.
Okay, so can you tell me, why did Anna not enjoy her evening at the cinema? And here you have the answers. She couldn't see the screen very well. Okay, the man in front of her was really tall, and the man was talking to his girlfriend. And the last thing is that she lost her mobile, right? So please write your answers here in this space. You don't have to write a big answer, okay? Maybe you can write because she lost her mobile and that's enough. Or because she couldn't see the film and that's enough, okay? Just give me one answer. So let's continue. And it says, complete the rules. Let's continue, let's complete it together, okay? So it says, we form the negative form of the past simple with this, negative, and the infinitive without to. I didn't go out last night. No usamos el to, okay? We form the interrogative form in the past simple with did. In this case is did not, okay? Did not, did, without to. Did Harry text you? Yes, he did. No, he didn't. We don't use did or didn't with the verbs was or could. ¿Por qué no usamos el auxiliar, chicos, this o didn't cuando tenemos was o were? ¿Se acuerdan que was, were, que es el verbo to be, es el verbo más importante de todos? No necesitamos utilizar el auxiliar con él. Yo puedo decir, I was at home yesterday. Yo estuve en casa ayer. Yo no estuve en casa, I wasn't at home yesterday. No necesito auxiliar para el verbo was y were. Lo mismo pasa con could. Could hablamos de habilidad, de poder, en este caso en pasado. I couldn't bring my notebook. No pude traer mi tarea, pero no utilizo el auxiliar. ¿Por qué? Porque son verbos, chicos, que por sí solos podemos negar o podemos preguntar. Were you at home yesterday? Could you bring some pizzas to the party? Could you bring a soda, please? Okay, but that's a different meaning in the context, okay? Entonces, con was y con could no necesitamos el auxiliar did, was o were, could o couldn't. Recuerden eso, chicos, por favor. Con estos dos verbos, enciérrenlos, pónganlos con marcatextos. No podemos utilizar el auxiliar. No debemos usar auxiliar, ¿ok? Aquí, acuérdense que no me cabe escribir la palabra completa. Es did not, ¿ok? Now it says, we don't use did or didn't with the verbs was and could. Examples, was Joe late for school? Yes, he was. Could you read when you were 3? No, I couldn't. ¿Podías leer cuando tenías 3? No, I couldn't. No podía. ¿Ok? So we are going to let the grammar builder at the end of the lesson. And it says, make the sentence negative. Example, I went shopping on Saturday. I didn't go shopping on Saturday. Lo tenemos en afirmativo. Lo vamos a cambiar a negativo. Utilizando didn't, and you have to use the infinitive form of the verb went is go. Number 2, I could walk when I was 1 year. Acuérdense que con could no podemos utilizar auxiliar. I couldn't walk when I was 1 year old. Okay? Next one, 3, I walked home from school yesterday. Negative, I didn't walk home from school yesterday. Number 4, my teacher gave us lots of homework last weekend. My teacher didn't give us lots of homework last weekend. Recuerden que, a diferencia de presente simple, en pasado simple usamos el mismo auxiliar para primeras y terceras personas. Y los verbos no cambian, ¿ok? It was hot and sunny yesterday, so I have to write. Remember that when I use was or were, I don't have to use the auxiliary. It wasn't hot and sunny yesterday. I got up before 7 o'clock this morning. I didn't get up before 7 o'clock this morning, okay? So if you have finished, please check your answers with my answers, okay? Check your answers. Take your time. If you don't have enough time, click on the pause button. Okay? So here are the answers. Check them and let's continue. Now we have another listening practice, and it says, complete the second part of the dialogue. Use the past, simple, affirmative, negative, or interrogative form of the verbs in brackets. Then listen and check. So you have a few minutes to answer this exercise first, and then we're going to check it together, okay? It says, it's like the second part of this dialogue, okay? It continues like this way. You didn't leave your mobile at the cinema. You lent it to me, remember? I didn't give it back to you. Yes, of course. Can you bring it to school tomorrow? I'm really sorry, but I left it on the bus yesterday evening. No lo vayan contestando a la par que yo, chicos. Tienen que contestarlo antes y después checar sus respuestas con las mías. Oh no, what did you do? Did you ring the bus company? Yes, I did, but they couldn't find it. It wasn't on the bus. Don't worry, I found your number. Did anybody answer? Did anyone answer? Yes, Lucy from our class. Why did she have my phone? Was she on the bus with you? Yes, she picked it up by mistake and she's bringing it to school tomorrow. Okay? Can you imagine what would you do if you lost your phone? Can you imagine that? Now, as I show you at the beginning of the class, I make some examples to make some questions and how to make a question in the better form. And here are some examples of question words. Can you read, please, all of these examples from question words? And we have which, why, when, where, how much, many, often, when. Some questions includes a preposition. The preposition usually goes at the end. For example, what are you listening to? Algunas, no todas, okay? Just in the case that we use the verbs. In this case, we are using listen. We use listen to. Now it says, read and learn this box and copy the list of the question words in your notebook. Find 2 more question words in the dialogue in exercise 2 and add them to your list. Find a question with a preposition at the end. Chicos, no necesito que me las vuelvan a escribir. It's not necessary for you to write again all of the question words. Just add here 2 more question words, 2 different question words from there. But you don't have to write them again, okay? And the questions are who, what. The example with the preposition is who did you go with? Who did you go with? So that's enough. If you write only 2 more examples from question words, it's enough. You don't have to write all of them again. And here we have an example that we use the question word with a preposition at the end. Pero les digo, va de acuerdo al verbo que usemos, no tanto al question word. Okay, now it says, complete the yes or no questions about your weekend. Use the past simple interrogative form of the verbs below. Then complete the follow-up questions using the question words, okay? So it says, did you watch TV? What did you watch? Now please complete the other questions, please, and then you can check it with my answers. Did you go out on Friday or Saturday evening? Where did you go? I know that in these days nobody can't go out, but maybe if you have to answer, you can imagine, okay? Did you see anyone on Saturday or Sunday? Who did you see? Did you do any homework? When did you do it? Did you play computer games? Which games did you play? Which games did you play? Did you do any sport? What sports did you do? Now, if you have finished to answer exercise 7, I want you to write the answers for all of these questions in a post-it here, okay? For example, did you watch TV? Yes, I did. What did you watch? I watched the cartoons. Did you go out on Friday or Saturday evening? No, I didn't. Did you see anyone on Saturday or Sunday? Yes, I did. Who did you see? I saw my parents, or I saw my family. Did you do any homework? Yes, I did. When did you do it? I did it at weekend. Did you play computer games? Yes, I did, or no, I didn't. As you can notice, all of these questions must be answered with short answers. Yes, I did, or no, I didn't. And in the second question, you have to give the answer. For example, what sport, the place, or when, a date, okay? So please answer these questions in a post-it or in a piece of paper. But remember that you have to paste the paper in your page or the post-it here in the page, okay? Recuerden que me van a mandar escaneado todo, chicos, para que no estén buscando en libreta ni nada. Es más fácil que en un post-it o en un pedazo de hoja y la pegan completa ahí para que no nos confundamos. Ni se confundan ustedes ni me confundan a mí cuando yo vaya a revisar, ¿ok? So, the last exercise for today, we are going to check the grammar builder, ¿ok? So, let's go to the grammar builder. And We have already answered exercise 1 to 4, and for today we are going to answer the exercise, well, the whole page, the rest of the page, okay? So take your time. You have to answer the complete page, and as you have finished, we can check the answers. You can check your answers with my answers, okay? So take your time, please. Don't worry if you are late. Don't worry about that. So it says, complete the sentences with the past simple negative form of the verbs below. I didn't enjoy the film. It was terrible. Ben couldn't talk until he was 3. We didn't win the match. The score was 2-1 to the other team. The weather wasn't very good yesterday. I didn't feel very well yesterday. I had a headache. Joe failed the exam because he didn't study for it. We were late because we didn't leave early enough. Fred didn't spend all his pocket money. He saved money. Okay? If you want to see the answers, here are the answers. So check the answers with your answers, okay? If you have more than 3 mistakes, try to review again the use of the past simple in the negative form, okay? Let's continue. Complete the dialogue with the correct past simple form of the verbs to be and can. What is the past simple form of the verb to be? Was and were. In negative, wasn't and weren't, remember? And for can, could or couldn't in negative. You weren't at the party last night. Where were you? I couldn't go. My cousins were here, so I had to stay. Was it fun? Yes, it was. We watched a film. It was a really funny comedy. Were there a lot of people at the party? No, not many. It wasn't much fun, and the music was too loud. I couldn't hear what people were saying. The film sounds better. Okay? So you have your answers here. Check your answers again. Now, the question words. Very easy. We have to complete with how often, what, when, where, or who. Where do you live? What did you do on Saturday evening? When did you get up this morning? How did you travel to school this morning? How often did you go to the cinema? And who did you see next to in English lesson? Well, these two questions are in present simple, right? We don't have the auxiliary did, we have do. That's present simple questions. Now, as you have finished to answer these questions, you have to answer to write here your answer for each one. Where do you live? I live in Toluca. What did you do on Saturday evening? I stayed at home. When did you get up this morning? At 10 o'clock. How did you travel to school this morning? I traveled by bus. Imagine that. How often did you go to the cinema? I always go to the cinema. Who do you sit next to in English lessons? I sit next to my friend. Okay? Now the last one. Read and answer and complete the questions. What are you thinking about? I am thinking about my next holiday. Who? She danced with Tom. Write your questions. Who did she dance with? ¿Con quién bailó? Who are you looking for? I am looking for Zoe. Where did they walk? They walked to the beach. And what is he worried about? He's worried about his exams. En este ejercicio, chicos, tenemos el uso del auxiliar this, el verbo, y como saben, va en su forma infinitiva, su forma base, y la preposición que acompaña al verbo que estamos usando. Dance with, looking for, worried about. Okay? So, remember that you have to answer your workbooks for homework. For today, you have to answer the page, the lesson 1D. 1D for your workbook is for homework. Page 11, okay? You have to do it for homework. And I think that's all for today. Chicos, no se me desesperen. Sí se puede, créanme que yo también me desespero muchísimo, siento que el tiempo no me alcanza para hacer todo lo que tengo que hacer, pero sí se puede, chicos, sí podemos, ánimo, y vamos a sacar este curso adelante, ¿sale? Vamos a sacarlo adelante. Yo siento que es más fácil continuar así, un poquito más pesado, a tener que repetir todo de nuevo, ¿ok? Entonces échenle muchas ganas, chicos, estoy con ustedes, los apoyo en todo lo que se les ofrezca. Y pues nos seguimos aquí a la orden para lo que se llegue a necesitar. So have a nice day, the rest of the day, and see you tomorrow. Bye.